Grab a plate, Delicious. Welcome to the Delicious Culture. I'm John Francois.
And I'm Margot, not Robbie.
Yeah, Margot Robbie. Iconic in Barbie, iconic in The Wolf of Wall Street, but are you talking about Margot from The Hunting Wives?
I am Margot from The Hunting Wives. And I did not know Margot Robbie was in The Wolf of Wall Street. Now I have to watch that movie.
Iconically, naked scene, Wolf of Wall Street. She's just the wife of Leonardo DiCaprio's character, I believe. They're sparring. She's naked. I think she's one of the many people doing cocaine. Like Margot Robbie's all over that movie.
That sounds like fun. Naked and cocaine. Now, is this like Basic Instinct naked?
Um, Even more because all I remember from Basic Instinct is Sharon Stone crossing her legs. But wasn't she naked in a bedroom sex scene, and I'm just forgetting that.
She was. And it was like, ooh, we're tantalizing sexy. Or is this like Coke binge sexy adult party?
I don't know. It's been a year or so since I've watched the movie, but Margot Robbie full nudity. Just imagine Martin Scorsese handling the Wall Street rich guy drugs excess era of the 80s for 3+ hours, and you know what it is from there. It's gonna be just full everything. Nothing is censored.
It's the weekend of Pride.
Pretty much. Oh, pretty much. Yeah, Margot from The Hunting Wives. I got AJ on the Hunting Wives on Netflix because it is a show that is just fun. If you want murder, if you want sex, if you want maybe a mixture of MAGA glorification and satire, like it's all in there for you. It's just a wonderful watch.
It is. I'm going to suggest people to watch it. We're going to talk about it in a little bit because there's some things that I have to say.
Yes. So let's look at the menu before we get into why we're doing this change in our podcast tone. So, Walmart, surprisingly, or actually not surprisingly, they have a recall. I mean, Walmart foods don't have the best reputation, so this is really no eyebrow raising shock. We have a Lego franchise making its return. We have the summer 2025 fact that I'm so over. This yeah the what was it called, the Hunting Wives. We're gonna get into that. And oh, the White House has a TikTok account. We gotta talk about that. But first, if you're wondering, wait a minute, they were just a delicious recap like not too long ago, and now they're the delicious culture. Well, right now we're so ingrained. What did you say, AJ, that we're so ingrained in pop culture and what's happening today that we decided, you know what, why not just kind of take a detour and just kind of explore this curiosity that we have about today's events. And we're not necessarily saying no forever to the delicious recap. It's just that for now we're kind of taking a little detour.
Yeah, we're taking a detour because did we do that? Yes, we did. We're doing it. And it's going to be okay. You guys will be here. Change is useful and effective for everybody. And you're a part of this. So you're sitting down to enjoy some of culture with us right now.
Yes, I agree. So with that being said, we please join us, grab a plate. We have to get into our first topic here. Walmart recalling the Great Value shrimp. Depending on where you live, because I believe you said that there are some states in the country. Did I say something wrong? You're holding in laughter.
You didn't say anything wrong. I just find it astounding that our country is being taken down by radioactive shrimp.
You know, yeah, it's really an indication of where we are right now. But yeah, no, so it's not everywhere in the country because I did see your note, AJ. Like, so the a 2 pound bag of cooked shrimp for like the states of Alabama, Arkansas, Florida, Georgia, Kentucky, Louisiana, Missouri, Mississippi, Ohio, Oklahoma, Pennsylvania, Texas, and West Virginia. So if you live in those states, there are certain frozen bags of raw shrimp under the Walmart Great Value brand that are being recalled because they could be contaminated with this like radioactive isotope called, is it pronounced cesium 137?
Cesium 173, I think it is.
Oh, I have 137 on my notes. I don't know. Maybe I
137.
137. Okay. All right. And in case you don't know what the hell that is, it is a radioactive form of the element cesium, according to the EPA. And it's produced by nuclear fission. It's used in medical devices. Is that what my notes say? Yes. It's also a byproduct of nuclear fission and nuclear reactors and weapons testing, according to the EPA. What are your thoughts? I mean, I didn't think that we were both like wanting to talk about the shrimp, but this story had you entertained.
So I was laughing hysterically. And now, first, I want to make it very clear. The amount of cesium that is in the shrimp is not enough to kill you.
Oh, good.
But we do know that low dose radiation over extensive periods of time will cause cancer. So I don't care what state you're in, if you bought that 2 pound bag of pre cooked shrimp from Walmart, throw it away.
Yeah.
Get rid of it. You don't know what it is. And the statement of the states that are affected came from the EPA and the CDC, which is now under the leadership of a brain worm. So don't trust it.
Yeah, yeah. Take precaution as much as you can. I mean, look, going to our title, the delicious culture, the healthiest of shrimps is delicious. Are you a fan of shrimp?
I do love shrimp. Now, specifically Argentinian shrimp that is
Huh.
raw is delicious to me. I don't know what it is about the waters in Argentina. The shrimp just taste better.
Okay. Now, I also wanted to ask, like, that so because you're vegan, that's not considered a meat that vegans can't eat. Because I thought shrimp was a form of meat.
Shrimp is a form of meat.
Oh,
I don't eat it often, but when I do have meat, if I'm going to have meat, it's more likely a fish or shellfish because it's easier to digest.
gotcha, gotcha. All right, I gotta go to Argentina specifically to have their shrimp, dip it in cocktail sauce, have my Argentinian shorts, and my Argentinian dad socks.
Now, you know I'm cheap. I don't even pay for streaming services. Just go to Wegmans. They have it there.
What if we don't have a? I don't have a Wegmans here in Vermont where I'm based. So they have a Wegmans where you are in upstate New York. I gather.
We have Wegmans here. You guys should be getting Wegmans, I think, next year. It's on their website that they're opening up more stores going more further north. So hopefully you'll get a Wegmans very soon.
All right. Well, great value shrimp. Hopefully you come back and thrive. Anytime, I don't know if you were me, like younger, moving out of the house for the first time, but anytime I like read the branding of great value, it just takes me back to when I was 25, moving out of my house in Connecticut for the first time on my own in Iowa for a radio job. And I was just thriving on like that 80-cent great value cream cheese, the bread that was probably $1 and some change, eggs. I mean, I was that person that was like, nope, quality, don't care. I'm getting basic store brand stuff because I made like $23,000 a year at the time. I gotta cut corners where I can.
It's understandable. Unfortunately, I went to an art school, which meant everybody was a hippie, and we all knew that Walmart was evil. So we never shopped there.
Wait, explain. Can you break that down for me? Is it like the Walton family? Is it just how the corporation of Walmart has just evolved over the years slash devolved? Like explain that to me.
Three major things. If you have a Walmart in your area, understand that crime is going to rise dramatically.
Oh God.
It's been proven that Walmart brings crime into neighborhoods. I don't know how specifically, but it does. Another thing is any employee who works at Walmart cannot afford the health care that Walmart provides. So typically they have to get a secondary job. And then three, Walmart is known for destroying mom and pop businesses. And it's just something that, as a high schooler, once I graduated, I was one of those hippie and social justice people. I was like, I can't go there. I haven't shopped at a Walmart in almost 20 years.
Jesus. I don't live near a Walmart, and I haven't lived near a Walmart for quite some time. So that's my only excuse for not being there. Because like when I used to live like 5 minutes away, back when I lived in Connecticut and in Iowa and such, I was there pretty often for my grocery shopping and whatnot because, it's big store, how they call it big banks or big pharma. Like Walmart is big store. You want to go there and get a razor and and bad produce, like there you go, Walmart is your place. So yeah, and I used to be one of those people that try to get a job at Walmart because I'm like 16 years old trying to get a job, and they didn't want me for whatever reason, and then I look at the quality of employees, and I'm like, oh, okay, maybe I understand why you didn't want me, but also, did I really have to try that hard for you to want me? Like, oh, God. Have you ever
Well,
tried to get help from a Walmart employee?
I remember when I was younger, I did try to get help in a Walmart, and it was like the most devastating experience of my life.
Oh God.
Me and Walmart just don't get along.
Yeah, yeah. If you know what you want and can get it and get out quickly, it's the best experience. But if you ask an employee for help, unfortunately, you're either going to get somebody who is acting like it's their first day, even though it's probably their second year there. They don't know where anything is. You may not have somebody that speaks English, which, like, no disrespect to people who don't speak English, but it can be very hard if you only speak English and you're talking to somebody in another language. So yeah, Walmart, step your game up. Look after your employees. Look after your customers. Look after your shrimp, and we'll keep posted on this story as it evolves. But anyway, AJ, how about we go to what is on your plate? I did see on Reddit, one of the trending topics today, the White House has a TikTok account. And of course, the White House has had quite the relationship with TikTok going back to what, roughly last year? So break that down for me.
So the White House created a TikTok. They created a TikTok yesterday. It's been live for about 18 hours at this point, and they have been trolled relentlessly with over 600,000 comments.
That was what I was thinking, was how much negativity is going to be put in that account. And I'm shocked, like, have they not blocked or disabled comments? Can they do that?
They don't know how to.
Because whether
It
it's
is
like
very
89-year-old
apparent.
people operating that TikTok.
I'm pretty sure someone who has no idea how TikTok operates is the person behind it because there's this myth that they have that TikTok loves the White House and Donald Trump.
Yeah.
And it's the complete opposite on TikTok. So I received a cease and desist and also a violation on my TikTok account
Whoa.
because I went and checked out the White House TikTok page and then made a video, which is now trending on TikTok, of me laughing at all of the trolling comments. I'm just laughing. That's it. I'm not doing anything else. I'm not insulting. I haven't said anything that broke the rules. I'm just laughing. So I made another video on TikTok that got posted about 4 hours ago, which I think now is almost about 50,000 views, of me commenting, I did not tell y'all to go troll the White House account.
Oh my God. So let's break this down. So one, I assume that the White House thinks that TikTok loves them because of the I don't know. I guess there was a flood of Gen Z men that were on TikTok, and Trump believes that helped him win the 2024 election. Is that kind of what the background is?
Yeah, a bunch of the red pill idiots got on there, and all the red pill idiots are pretty much gone from TikTok because we ran them out.
Yeah. I'm so sorry. I'm dumb. So on text message, I think you already gave me the definition of red pill. Give it to me again.
Red pill are the guys who are like, you have to be a man and eat meat, and girls should only be making sandwiches for you. And the reason why you can't date is because women are the problem. Those are the red pill men. Andrew Schultz, and anybody who's like him.
To anybody related to Andrew Schultz. Okay. And how can people find you on TikTok to find this video that you're talking about?
Just look at AJ Vandertunt. I am the only one on TikTok. You won't have to search hard to find the video because they're both still up after me appealing the decisions that were going against my account.
So is the White House just like auto sending a bunch of cease and desist letters to as many TikTok creators as possible who are in their eyes trolling them? Is that how they're doing this? Because I know it can't just be you.
So, from what I picked up, I'm the only person who's gotten the actual official cease and desist.
Huh.
And that's just through the community of people posting things. But multiple accounts have received violations or have been blocked. So who knows what's coming?
And all you did was just laugh
That's
at
it.
the reaction of the news story of the White House having a TikTok.
I went to their page and I
Oh.
took a screenshot of all the comments and I'm laughing at that.
Oh, okay, okay, gotcha,
Yes.
gotcha,
But
gotcha.
the problem is most likely I pushed them off the algorithm because my post has ratioed all of theirs. So their post, I think, had like 20,000 views or something. Mine are already triple that. So people are seeing me first when they search White House before they see the White House.
Can you explain what a cease and desist letter is, and if it's even legal that they're able to do that to just a normal U.S. citizen like yourself?
Now, I have a lawyer for social media. I
Ooh,
connected with the network. So for me, they said I don't have to worry about this. But
yeah.
a cease and desist is essentially them saying, hey, our legal team is reaching out to you to stop peddling information that we see as hurtful, harmful, or damaging to our organization because it could be a lie. I'm not lying about anything.
Yeah.
So I don't have to worry about it. But it is a scare tactic that legal teams will use, especially if you don't know the law.
And I mean, there's. I assume you're not worried about this too much. There's no financial penalty to this whatsoever. You're not worried about your bank account being dry from paying legal fees.
What are they going to do? Take over my overdraft?
Maybe.
Like,
Okay.
I don't
Okay.
understand what they would want from me, but I do find it very funny that they thought that they were going to have a great experience. And I tell you guys, go over there and look at that White House account. There is not one single positive post in the comments, not one.
Wow. Wow. Who was it? I think it was Jimmy Kimmel when he was commenting on the whole Stephen Colbert CBS situation. He had mentioned that like he was watching professional wrestling the other night and they were booing at like the mention of Trump, and he was like, maybe the tides are turning. So I don't know. I guess my question is did all the people that supposedly supported Trump on TikTok, are they just not existent? Are even those people turning on Trump? Like, what's I guess I'm just curious as to the whole story behind the response largely being "fuck you, White House" on TikTok.
Well, they never existed in the first place. Like, I know that they say, like, oh, they love me on TikTok. It was a very small group of people. There
Mm.
wasn't some big influx or flood of people that thought this man was super great. It's like American society. We know that there are people who are MAGA, and the MAGAs do exist, but they're not as big of an entity as they make it seem. They're just a group of people. And who wants to protect a pedophile? Allegedly.
Mm. Yeah,
I
I
mean,
mean, MAGA was pretty hard against the pedophilia angle to this Jeffrey Epstein story when it was perceived that like Epstein was its own thing and that it's maybe the liberals that are all pedophiles. I don't fucking know. But yeah, no, ever since we've seen that clear photo proof association of Trump and Epstein, it's the lines are blurred. The lines are blurred. So, all right. Can you keep me posted on the White House TikTok AJ Vandertunt of it all?
I will keep you posted. And just like I said in my post, don't any of y'all say AJ told us to go comment because that's a lie. And I'm
Mm.
going to throw you under the bus.
Okay. All right. No worries. No worries. All right. I got to bring to my plate the fact that Lego Batman is back. I don't know. Did you ever play Lego video games or just the physical Lego sets? Do you have any history or affinity with Legos?
I have a flower Lego. Like it's the model flower bouquet that you can build out of Legos. But I will tell you this Lego Batman and Lego Star Wars are the only two versions of Batman and Star Wars I will ever watch.
Really? Why is that? What
Because
makes them different from the other versions of Batman and Star Wars?
they're good.
Wait, so you're discounting like all the live action Batman and Star Wars movies we've seen over like 50 years? You don't like any of them?
It's not that I don't like them, it's just that they're trash. And
Okay.
I will stand by that, okay? But Lego Star Wars is fun. Lego Batman is amazing. And if you've seen Lego Star Wars, I'm your father is the best quote from that entire movie, and you will know why.
It just hits different when it's coming from a toy as opposed to a human.
It does, and the just dialogue is meant for kids, so it's even funnier.
Yeah. I think I saw the not Lego Batman, but the Lego movie a few years ago when it came out. I think Chris Pratt played the voice of the lead character, and it was funny. It was great. I mean, they just somehow brought like brilliant comedic writing into Legos, and I really admire that. But Lego Batman: Legacy of the Dark Knight that is coming to the table. And no exact date has been released, but they say 2026. It's coming out on your Nintendo Switch 2, your PlayStation 5, your Xbox Series XS, your PC via Steam and the Epic Games Store. It's going to focus on Bruce Wayne's journey that is parallel to the characters played by Christian Bale and Robert Pattinson in films. So, does that taint your looking forward to this since you're not in love with the live action Batman of it all?
It doesn't because I know they're going to parody everything that happened in those movies. So I'm going to wait for when we get the Bane backbreaking scene that I know is going to be hilarious to see done with Legos.
Yeah.
Um, it's most likely going to come out next summer. I honestly am going to tell everybody to wait to either Gamescom or when Nintendo does their next showcase.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to get like a preview of it.
All right, I look forward to it. And I believe that the last time we saw Lego Batman in game form, I think it was like between 2008 and 2014. They had like a trilogy of Batman Lego games. So I'm excited about this. I mean, personally, I'm a fan of the live action Batman and Star Wars films, but I'm also open to a Lego interpretation. Yeah, Lego Batman just kind of brought back memories of not only like playing like the Lego computer game when I was like in middle school on summer break with nothing to do at home, but also just Batman in general because I owned a Batman sleeping bag. I had the entire Batman the animated series franchise on DVD, like the 90s series. Yeah, I know the 90s series that used to be on Kids WB and Fox Kids. Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, great. Probably the greatest interpretation of Batman ever. I read the comics in middle school. There was like a Joker Halloween comic in particular that really, really got to me in seventh grade. I remember watching The Dark Knight, the second movie in that Christian Bale trilogy, the one, of course, with Heath Ledger at the Joker in theaters. Oh, did you like it or no?
Okay, I do have to admit, I like The Dark Knight, but I wanted everybody to blow up each other on the boats.
Oh, and what would that have taught us?
I'm not here to be taught something when I watch Batman. I'm here for violence.
Okay, okay. So, because they had like a very philosophical good versus evil discussion, and you wanted proof that the world is a bunch of fucked up people that are looking out for themselves.
I mean, they say in the movie, Alfred says some men just want to watch the world burn. And I feel like it would have been a great ending, especially with the comics and how Joker really is, if both of those blokes blew up.
All right, all right. You know what? Alternate ending. Christopher Nolan. It still can happen. Many, many years later. All right. So going back to your point about the beautiful flower Lego that you set up, I am still shocked and in awe at how much Legos have stepped their game up because they're definitely not what we saw them as like when we were growing up in the 90s and 2000s. I mean, the fact that you can look at some beautiful flower in a botanical garden and literally create a Lego interpretation of that, and then it'll cost like $1,000 to buy. It's just like, what? It's mind blowing.
It really is. The bouquet set that I got, I still haven't finished putting it together because it's 1,000 pieces. But you can buy one that somebody's put together for you for $2,500 right now.
Jesus. Oh my god. And speaking of the price of it all, do you know the most expensive Lego set? At least according to the
I'm
internet.
gonna, I'm gonna say maybe $1 million and say it's a stormtrooper.
You know what? That might exist. The internet, and I could be wrong because it's the internet. It did tell me that right up there, it's the Lego Star Wars Millennium Falcon. I mean, if you go to Amazon, it's just short of $800.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Do you want to go and get it? Because you're going to be making bank after you get famous from this White House TikTok drama. I guarantee it.
I would actually buy that just to have it in like a glass display case in my house. That would be it because I love the Millennium Falcon. I think it's a very cool looking ship.
Yep, yep. So, Lego Batman. We look forward to seeing you. Okay. How about we get into how fucking hot it has been this summer? I don't you're in upstate New York. I'm in Vermont, so maybe it's different for you. Uh has there been a lot of hot days for you?
There have not been, I would say, an overwhelming amount of hot days, but it has been hotter than it has ever been here.
Yeah. Vermont summers usually tend to be like in the 70s ish because it's a cool state up north. But no, we've had a lot of humidity, a lot of days in the 80s and 90s. I never thought when I went to Los Angeles to shoot a small part in that film, never thought that 77 in Los Angeles would be much more beautiful and comfortable than 77 in Vermont because the humidity really makes a big deal. Los Angeles, they don't have humidity. It's a dry climate, so you could just have like a nice breeze, like a nice spring-like breeze when it's 77 and sunny, but here in Vermont it's just muggy disgustingness. Um I know it's awful. And speaking of the West Coast, I guess I went there at the right time because right now they are going through a heat wave. Both California and the Southwest. Downtown LA, which is where I was for the film. They are forecast to reach 94 degrees this week, and then if you go to like valleys in the north, it's gonna go up as high as like 108. Certain desert areas, like the appropriately named Death Valley, 120 degrees, according to the Weather Service. So, yeah.
Jeez.
Fun stuff. I always
Global
love to be.
warming is like at its peak. It's like I'm just gonna bake the earth.
Yeah. And when this kind of stuff happens in August, that's when I'm like, fuck summer, I'm ready for fall. Because I don't know if you have this energy, but my energy, like usually May, June-ish, appropriately enough, going into the summer is just like, yeah, like beginning of summer season, the cold drinks, the shorts, everything. And then there tends to be like these heat waves in August where you're just like, fuck. Like fall, come now. 50 degrees, come now. I'm already sending Tony like lists of like haunted attractions that I want us to go to. Like I'm ready for Halloween. I'm ready for just. I clearly, as you can see, I'm wearing a hoodie right now because it's actually cooler this week here in Vermont. Like I'm ready for it.
It's beautiful here this week. It is just reached 70 degrees here.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yes, I love this. August is like the month where, if you have somebody staying with you, you're ready for them to go at that point. You're just like,
You're
okay,
ready.
this was great, but get out.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just you want that transition, you want the start of a new thing, so to speak. We've had God, majority of the summer, our ACs, both upstairs and downstairs in our house here in Vermont, have just been running, running, running nonstop. And you have allergies as well, right?
I do. They
Okay.
suck.
Yeah, ACs are just terrible when you have allergies like you and I because, starting it up, you get that dust that gets in your nose, and then also when you just have cold air blowing through the house that long, it gets dry and you feel it. Like you need a certain degree of moist and humidity to breathe comfortably. So it's been nice this week to be able to just not have the AC blowing and to just let the house be in its natural cool state. So
It's nice. I've had uveitis 6 times this
what is
summer season.
what is
And
that?
that's when your uvula in the back of your throat, the little dangly thing, swells.
Okay,
And it kind of feels like you're choking, but you can't get it out because it's attached to your body.
Jesus.
And it just comes from the air being dry. And I've had it 6 times. I woke up today and I was like, not again. Like, no, this cannot happen again. And thankfully, it wasn't as bad as it normally is. I just had to stand in the hot, steamy shower for about an hour.
Yeah, steamy showers, oh, aren't they the greatest? Like, I woke up this morning and I was just irritated, sniffly, runny nose, allergies galore. You step into the shower, and sometimes it could just be like you never had it in the first place. There's just something about the steam that just gets it all out.
Jesus washes your sins away. All that stuffiness is your sins.
Please, Lord, please get this desire of sex out of our hearts. A Hunting Wives reference. Um, all right, so that's about it. Let's have it stop being so goddamn hot. You know, you live in upstate New York. Speaking of which, when I was in Albany, New York, for a brief time for a radio job, when I first moved there in August, it was like 100 degrees every day. And do we want that when we're moving into an apartment in Albany when it's already dirty and littery there? Like, no, not the greatest shit. So, yeah.
No, it's, I hate 100-degree weather, and I lived in Texas, I lived in Florida, I lived in California. I hate when it hits 100 degrees, whether it's humid or not. It's just uncomfortable.
Yep. Absolutely. All right. Well, I think we can get into both my sampler. So basically, we're gonna get into something called a sampler, which is like, you know, you go to Costco and you try the little samples of, I don't know, bacon bites or hot dog bits, whatever the fuck they have there, and you're trying to figure out if you want to buy a bigger version of that. And a sampler is our way of saying, here's something that we watched, we consumed this week in culture that we would highly recommend. So my sampler is also the next full topic that is on your plate. Would you like to introduce that?
We are talking about The Hunting Wives,
Yes.
which I am in love with. I'm on episode 3. I literally have it paused. My television is across from me. And it's so good. Imagine Desperate Housewives
Yeah.
meets Women with Guns in the South.
There you go. I was thinking actually Real Housewives, but I think Desperate Housewives work as well. Yeah.
I'm going to give it Desperate Housewives. The only reason why I want to give it Real Housewives is from what I've seen so far, no one has thrown a drink in anyone's face.
Oh. So
That's the
far.
only reason why I'm not giving it Real Housewives just yet.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But let's, you know, in case, you know, you, those of you listening and watching, you don't know, I was going to say Desperate Housewives. The Hunting Wives on Netflix. It's set in the fictional town of Maplebrook, Texas. It centers on Sophie, a young woman and mom from Cambridge, Massachusetts, who falls into an affluent socialite's seductive orbit where the socialite and her circle of housewife friends, they have dangerous secrets, and they culminate in Sophie becoming a prime suspect in the death of a teenage girl. First thing I noticed when I watched the show was just how many actors I've noticed from like other things. Do you recognize anybody in the show that you really loved from other things?
Whoever stars from This Is Us, and she always makes me cry.
Oh, you're talking about excuse me. Yeah, there is someone from This Is Us on the show. God, man.
She
Oh,
plays the mom of the. I now I'm assuming, and do not spoil this for me. I
yeah.
think the girl who got murdered is that boy's girlfriend, and I think she plays her mom.
Yeah. So, yeah, star Chrissy Mess. Yes. So Chrissy
Okay.
Mess from This Is Us, which Tony and I, my wife, we watched a little bit of. She played Kate on This Is Us. Did you watch the complete This Is Us or part of it?
No, I couldn't. That show made me cry 24/7. I wasn't gonna watch that.
It
Like
was
I
vi-
tried, and I was like, no,
it was viral specifically for that reason. Everybody cries at every episode. I love it. So yeah, I totally forgot about Chrissy Mess. Yeah, Chrissy Mess from This Is Us. She plays a star. But Katie Lowe's. Did you watch Scandal? I assume you did.
every single episode.
Yeah, yeah. Tony was a big fan of Scandal as well. Katie Lowe's, she was on Scandal. She was on Inventing Anna. She plays Jill, the mother of the boyfriend of the girl who's murdered. And we have Dermot Mulroney as Jed Banks, the older wealthy husband of Margot. Sophie husband Graham's boss. He's an oil tycoon, a Texas gubernatorial candidate. And you may have known him from like Young Guns, Career Opportunities, Point of No Return, Bad Girls, Copycat, How to Make an American Quilt, My Best Friend's Wedding. Dermot Mulroney has been in everything. Brittany Snow as the lead character, Sophie O'Neill. You ever seen John Tucker Must Die?
No, I haven't seen that, but there's something she was in that I've seen and I can't put my finger on it. I think it was a
Hairspray.
scary movie.
Oh, not well, I have Hairspray, Pitch Perfect, Bushwick, Someone Great. She does look like she was in a horror movie. So that is
Was
a
it I Know
good
What You Did
question.
Last Summer?
Huh.
No, I don't think it was I Know What You Did Last Summer. I feel like she was in a scary movie that I've seen.
She does have Scream Queen vibes.
She does. It's gonna come to me next episode. I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna come to me. But
Yeah.
I feel like she was in a scary movie, and I love her. I hate her husband. I hate him so much. I hope he gets killed in this series.
Yeah, Tony was very irritated by Graham too. Yep. Malin Ackerman, who I've seen, but the things that she's known for, I really haven't seen those things. So Malin Ackerman was Margot Banks, the leader of the elite social group of housewives known as the Hunting Wives, and you may have seen her in The Comeback, The Heartbreak Kid, 27 Dresses, Watchmen. So she's in all those one. Oh yeah. I had a feeling you have seen Watchmen. Yeah, you know who she is.
Yes, I know who she is in Watchmen. Watchmen is a terrible movie, but the TV show is fantastic.
Oh, so a terrible movie made up for with a fantastic TV show.
Yes, and I was like, she looks familiar, and I can't put my finger on it. Now I know exactly who she was in Watchmen.
Wow. So there's 8 episodes in this show. How far along are you into it?
I'm only on episode 3.
Okay.
So I just saw that the police have discovered. Oh, y'all! Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert!
Yeah.
If you don't want to know what's going to happen, skip past this. But I saw that the police discovered the girl's body as Sophie woke up at the boathouse after having that great little party binge that they had.
At Cream Pies.
That just sounds even worse.
We were laughing. We were laughing. I'm like, yeah. Of course, this place is gonna be called Cream Pie. Of course, this horny ass show is gonna be called Cream Pies. All right. So thoughts so far in the first 3 episodes. Anything that stands out to you? Anything that you might want to debate on? Like, what are you thinking?
Margot, stop eating everybody's puss. Stop. Like, you need to keep your hands to yourself because this is why you've gotten into this mess because you're trying to fuck everybody.
Yeah, Marco's a horny son of a whatever. I texted to you, hey, this is I believe I said murder mystery lesbian romance with MAGA energy. Is that what I said to you?
You did.
Yeah. And did that get you interested enough to watch, or was it just like you're already gonna watch it anyway?
Now, the thing that got me to watch was when I saw Margot, I was like, ooh, she looks like a little slut. Like, she's just gonna, like, slut it out with
Yeah,
everybody. And I love a good slut. Like, it's a relatable character to me.
yeah.
But when I was watching, I was like, ooh, John, unfortunately, this is not MAGA. This is Southern life. This is what real people in the South do.
Oh, okay.
Like, all of the things. Now, I get it because MAGA's infected our culture.
Right.
But that ideology that they have, that's just straight Southern culture. It's about Jesus, guns, and prayer.
Oh
That's
yeah.
it.
Oh, I knew that. I knew that. I guess it's just like in 2025, it's hard not to just identify that as MAGA because MAGA does embrace that conservative ideology that we all know too well in the South. Yeah, there were just many points in this show where I was thinking like, huh, like, are they glorifying? Are they satirizing the MAGA slash Southern conservative ideology? Because like at one point, okay, you see like these Texas housewives and of course this Boston newcomer coming in having a good time, shooting boars, keeping the handguns in their purses. but we also see the the negative outcome of what can happen when someone like Sophie, who just never should have a gun in the first place, what happens when she becomes a gun owner. That's pretty much leads to the prime part of the story. You have Margot and Jed. What do you think about them having the arrangement where Margot doesn't sleep with any men, but her and Jed can pick any woman they want to have a threesome? That just that I have a feeling that Jed made that call.
Jed, of course, made that call, but Margot's like, okay, my favorite line is in episode one. And Sophie asks Margot, why do you do that? And she says, because I do whatever the fuck I want to do.
There you go.
And I relate to that so much because that's how I live my life at this point. And I know it sounds selfish, but I'm here for it because why should you not enjoy yourself in the worst of times? I do see that he made this arrangement because she should be able to sleep whoever she wants to if you're going to
Right.
sleep with whoever you want to. But I also see that as my ideal relationship. So it's not far fetched for me to be like, no, go fuck who you want to fuck. We're still in a relationship. I don't care.
All right. All right. Oh, going back to like when Sophie was asking Margot about the arrangement. Remember when? Because you already had gotten to the part where Sophie was like, "Oh, okay, so you guys have an open marriage," and Margot was just like, "No, open marriage is for liberals."
Which 100% true. 100% true. So there's this thing. Now, y'all have to get into King of the Hill. This new revamped season of King of the Hill is amazing. And they break down what it is between an open relationship and then what Margot has with her husband. An open relationship is definitely much more of a liberal concept because it's about talking and sharing your emotions and boundaries and rules. What Margot has is no, we're going to do whatever we want, but you cannot have a man penetrate you.
Got it. Well, okay, so we're gonna do what we want, but within limits. There's, huh? So, but you're saying like an open marriage is like let's. I, I
It's
I'm feeling
equality.
this. I'm failing to
It's
see the difference.
equality.
What's
It's equality. An
right?
open marriage is equality.
Right.
What Marco and her husband have is just a demand.
Gotcha.
That's it.
Gotcha. Because there's that caveat of like, all right, Jed is taking this poor girl Margot from a poor life in whatever it was, Abla, Texas, to the rich life of Margot. Where the fuck there are they? It's a fictional town, Maplebrook, Texas. So from rags to riches. So I think there's already that caveat of like, hey, like if you want to have this life and not have it taken away from you, this is the specific arrangement that will work under. So yes, I get that.
Mhm.
Whereas an open marriage is like, yeah, let's both fuck whoever we want to fuck, and there's no power imbalance or anything like that. Yeah.
Yeah, very liberal, very hippie. I am shaming all of you.
Why are you shaming the liberals and hippies? I like the concept of open marriages. What makes you shake your head at that?
I am just one of those people. Fuck you, liberals. No, I'm joking. Honestly, the truth of it is just I want you to be happy. Do whatever you want to do. But now that I have fallen in love with Margot, I don't know if I like you liberals anymore.
It's a bad word now. It's a bad word. So yeah, we already know where the right wing conservative Texans on this show stand on abortion, but one of them, could be doing it on the down low, so that provides another.
John, you are terrible at not spoiling the show for
I don't
me.
know. I didn't say anything. I'm
Somebody's going
maybe.
to have an abortion or an abortion conversation.
All right, maybe I should shut up. Maybe I should shut up. Okay.
No,
Uh,
you're fine. It's okay. It's
okay.
okay.
Hey, the part where what's the teenage girl's name? The girlfriend of Brad, the one
Is
who
it Abby?
Abby. Yes, yeah. Me and Tony were laughing when she was praying to God immediately after they had sex.
Oh, that sent me because I'm like, that is what it is when you're living in one of those conservative Christian towns. You
Yeah,
have sex and then you're supposed to pray away the sin. And I'm
yeah,
like, oh. And then when Margot, this is why she gets her ass in trouble. Why the hell are you fucking 18-year-olds? Like, stay
yeah,
away from that boy.
yeah. I mean, I don't know. Is it bad to say like, oh yeah, that seems right for Texas?
It's okay. Outside of the jokes and comedy, right now in Texas, there is actually a debate to make 14 the age of consent and to actually allow adults to marry people who are 14 years old. So this
Got
is
it.
not a surprise.
And what is it now? Like 16, 17?
I think right now it's 16, but with
Okay.
a parent's permission, you can go younger.
Gotcha. And you know the sheriff in The Hunting Wives, the Macho Man sheriff with the gray beard and everything like that?
Oh my God, steroid daddy, he is so damn hot.
I had a feeling. I had a feeling you'd be attracted to him. Yeah. Well, let's just say he's not who he seems to be. It's not like a big reveal that turns the tide of the story, but yeah, we'll talk about that afterwards when you complete the 8 episode series. But
I'm
anyway,
probably gonna finish it today.
oh, good. I think we finished it through for like the weekend. Yeah, we started it last weekend, and then we finished all 8 episodes at the end of the weekend. Yeah, it's just a really addicting. Not addicting. It's just a very comforting, guilty pleasure kind of show. It's just basically murder, sex, political ideology, just like those base exploitative, tabloidy things that Americans are into these days. Like, why not make a show that has all those qualities?
I like it. I like it a lot. I mean, it's good. It's hitting a great niche right now, and I don't have anything bad to say about it yet.
There you go. So, Hunting Wives on Netflix. Check it out. We recommend it. I particularly as my sampler, and AJ, of course, as his one of his topics that's on his plate. And speaking of samplers, what's yours? What do you want to recommend to the crowd out there?
I am going to recommend Alien Earth. If you like the Alien series, and Alien is with the xenomorphs, if you know that's the alien with the little mouth inside of the mouth,
Yeah.
or the face hugger that puts eggs in your chest. Are you
What?
familiar with these, John?
I'm not. Please explain.
So, Alien, the original movie, is back in the 80s when it came out with Sigourney Weaver, and their tagline was "In space, nobody can hear you scream." Because it's all about this alien creature that kills a bunch of people who are on a mission to find resources in outer space. We now have a TV show version, which is a prequel of the movie series, and it's so good. So I won't spoil the show for you, but I'll tell you this. It starts with finding out that there is a spaceship coming from deep space by a company named Wayland Yutani. And all they're doing is they're trying to find a way to make people live forever. So they bring back these specimens that are all dangerous creatures, and the ship crashes into Earth. And now another competing company that wants those specimens have decided to intercept the recovery mission, and everything's going to shit now because the aliens that they have are like parasites, and it's infecting everybody on Earth.
Wow. Damn, that's an interesting watch. And where can you find it?
This is on Hulu
Yeah.
or Disney Plus, because I think Disney bought Hulu.
Yeah, no. Disney's has had Hulu for a while, but now they're doing this thing where, like, as far as like the apps on your phone, Hulu is going to be taken away, and now it's just going to be integrated into the Disney Plus app. So Disney continues to be the dictator of entertainment.
It's not a surprise. Disney owns water. Did you know they own water?
Wait,
Like you have
are
to.
you kidding around, or is that true?
Oh, it's 100% true.
Like,
They own water.
what is that? What is? Wait, okay, like water, like H2O as we know it. Disney owns water.
Yeah, not all the water on the earth, but in Spain and in a few other places, part of your water bill that you pay in your utilities goes to Disney. They
What?
own water aquifers.
Oh my god. So pretty soon
Craziness.
Disney's going to own my blueberries, they're going to own my Celsius drink. I mean, everything's going to be Disney branded because it's the happiest place on earth.
Look, I'm not mad that they're capitalizing on everything, but the fact that they're taking natural resources is a whole nother beast. Now, you guys will be surprised if you're a longtime listener. You know, I typically pirate everything. I am not pirating this because I want my money to go to fund a new season of Alien Earth.
All right. All right. I'm all for that. I'm all for that. So, in conclusion, I totally forgot about doing this like in the moment while we were discussing the topics, and I just kind of want to see if how it works when we do it at the end of it all. But the topics that we've brought forth in this episode, relating them to foods. So I will start with you. How would you describe, food wise, the White House TikTok story?
Well, I can tell you it's tea. It's
Oh,
nice southern sweet tea.
all right, all right. Tell me more. Like, what's so good about Southern sweet tea?
Nothing. It's actually I find it to be disgusting. It's diabetes in a cup. I am not a sweet tea drinker, but sometimes the tea is just so good you've got to dive into it.
All right, all right. I'll give you that. This Walmart shrimp recall, to me, it is the recall part of it. Obviously, I don't want radioactive raw shrimp in my mouth, but the recall of it is a stress burger. I think that when, say, you're completely stressed from an internship, a job, whatever, if you're someone like me, maybe you don't think like, oh, I gotta meditate, I gotta go to therapy, I gotta talk to someone. Maybe I'll just go to like the nearest fast food restaurant, get a burger, and just breathe and eat and enjoy the good junk foodiness. And that's just what this shrimp recall brought to me, because it was this mixture of, hey, we're recalling something that could kill people. Okay, that's relieving. And also the great value of it all, bringing me back to my mid 20s when I was buying cheap food. So it doesn't make sense, but yes, I'm going to call this shrimp recall a stress burger. I will own that.
I like that. I was wondering what a stress burger was when I saw it in your notes, and I'm like, okay, now that makes sense. Now, I do have a question
Oh,
that I know you can't answer and I can't answer because we don't have the details. But if somebody hears this, what other cross contamination has occurred from that radioactive material that was in the processing plant for that shrimp? Because
oh,
it can't just be the shrimp that was affected by it.
oh, good question. Yeah, that's a good question to pose to our listeners and viewers. If anybody knows that answer, please send us a link to an article or something, and we would be happy to mention that in our next episode.
The Lego story is like egg rolls to me because it's got a delicious inside and outside all together.
Ah, God. I love egg rolls, shrimp rolls. I love to dip them in sweet and sour sauce. That's my favorite thing.
Ah, I like using duck sauce on them. That duck sauce is so good.
There you go. That's nice. The Lego Batman story to me was a chicken patty. You know, like when I was a child and I was able to stay home from school or in the summer without parental supervision, mom and dad, they're at work. They're not able to be home to cook you actual food. So you just grab a frozen chicken patty, put it in the oven, and then boom. So Lego Batman just gave me that comforting child quality of a chicken patty. So that's my food for that. And
You know, the funny thing is,
yeah,
I can relate to a chicken patty and how good it is because the vegan chicken patties are amazing.
yeah.
And I just pop them in the oven and boom.
What brand? Tyson?
No, Tyson doesn't make a vegan one anymore. They did for a while, but they stopped for some reason.
Yeah,
The one that I like the most is Beyond Meat. They have a chicken patty.
yeah.
It is pretty damn good.
Yeah, I've heard of the Beyond Meat brand. Yeah, and then a brand that I see often when I DoorDash, is it Morning Farms?
Morning Star.
Morning Star. There you go. Morning Star. They also have vegan stuff. So the heat waves.
Caveat to that one,
Yeah,
the Morning Star ones, depending on the brand, I'm sorry, depending on the flavor, some
yeah.
of them are not vegan. So if you are vegan and you try the Morning Star, make sure you read the instructions.
Okay, great, great. Yeah, don't get the meaty chicken meat chicken patty. Like that's probably not going to be your option, vegan. The heat wave or I'm sorry, the heat wave story is ice water because of just the AC that you need when you are going through a heat wave. Is ice water something that you eat? Maybe technically you're eating ice. But yes, just imagine going through a heat wave. You have the AC. You're drinking your ice water to get you through it, to get you hydrated and cool. Like that's the vibes it gives me. Yeah.
I can see that. For me, the heat wave story was like a cup of hot coffee during a hot day.
Yep.
It's relaxing.
Yeah. Wait, did you say a cup of hot coffee during a hot day? Is that what you said?
Yep, that's exactly what I said. It is so relaxing and refreshing. If you drink a hot coffee on a hot day, I'm telling you, you'll feel good.
Okay, so even when it's supremely hot, like say I'm door dashing, I'm still drinking hot coffee, but I would imagine that you could get even more hotter with hot coffee in your system. Like, what's relaxing about hot coffee to you on a hot day?
It cools you down.
Is
Once
it?
you heat up from the coffee, the natural atmosphere just cools you down. It's so good.
What? So that's like the same as like when people say like, oh, if you eat ice cream on a cold day, it warms you up.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta look into that. Next heat wave, when you go outside and you're sweating your balls off, get a nice cup of hot Joe.
Do it. I'm telling you, you will feel refreshed in a way you've never felt before.
Oh man, that is a strange thought in my head. I gotta investigate that further. All right, I think that's about it. Anything else you want to mention before we head out?
Um, no, I don't think there's anything else happening.
Okay. Well, hey, you know what? We appreciate y'all sticking around for this pilot episode of The Delicious Culture. If you want to follow us, we've set up an email, we set up socials. Email is thedeliciousculture@gmail.com. On Instagram, Threads, Reddit, and YouTube, you can find us at The Delicious Culture. TikTok is just at Delicious Culture. And how about your socials, AJ Vandertunt? How can people follow you?
Just search for AJ Vandertunt. I am back on Instagram,
Ooh.
but I am telling you now, don't comment on a post and expect me to read it because that comment section on Instagram is crazy. You can just DM me and I will look at the DMs. But just look for AJ Vandertunt on Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube.
Yeah, there's a reason that the likes of Taylor Swift and Beyonce disable their comments. Why bring that toxic energy into your life? You know.
It's it, I don't understand what the culture is over there on Instagram, but immediately my first comment when I came back, somebody called me the N word, and I was talking about lollipops, and I'm like, okay.
Oh my god. Hey, I'm enjoying this lollipop. Shut up, you N word. Like how do you relate those two things together?
I'm still trying to figure that one out because I wasn't talking about anybody else. I literally had the sour patch apple with the little gummy filling, and I'm just like eating it, and I'm like, oh, this reminds me of being a kid. And then the first comment, I'm like, this is why I got rid of Instagram.
Yeah, disabling comments, that's totally a thing. So if you have that option, just completely take it because, it's your space. I think something like a social media page is where the dictatorship mentality is fine because this is your page and you have the right to have nothing but a positive reflection of what you're doing. So, yeah. Yeah, if you don't want all of that anger, all of that bile, then disable.
Taking those comments out, and hopefully, you guys, I'll be taking down the White House with more posts.
Oh, please. We got to follow up on this next week if the story just builds and builds and builds because that's going to be like really juicy.
This whole time we've been sitting here, my alerts have just been going off. I have, from the last one that popped up, 2,000 extra comments. So I
Jesus.
don't even know what's happening.
And any particular specific alert that just popped out at you as we were talking that right now?
Just one of them popped up and it said, Jesus Christ, you're trending on this page. And I don't even know what it is yet.
All right.
So
Love that. Love that. Yeah, keep us posted on that. All right, great. Do you want to sign us off with some deliciousness ringness?
you guys, this is our first inaugural episode of the Delicious Culture. So let the flavor of something new ring in your mouth.